It's been a while since I've done a review on My Hero Academia, but I believe now is the time to do so because things are getting crazy. So, yeah, let's talk about it. This is chapter 266 entitled Happy Life. So, I won't give a summary of this chapter because I want you guys to read it, but there are some stuff I want to bring up that happened in the chapter that is just worth discussing. So, the first thing is, who is Dabi? I mean, this question's been asked before, and there's the rumors and the theories that he's Toya, and this just brings up even more questions because in this interaction that he has with Hawks, he specifically says Hawks' name, which is Keigo Takami. Now, what's interesting is I don't know if their actual names are given to the public. I'm pretty sure they are. But the way, I think with Hawks specifically, since he has been training, he has been this like secret agent type of person. I believe he's kept his name secret, unless you knew him from when you were in high school, or when you went to school with him. If someone went to school with him, but he just gets really flustered when Dabi yells out his real name, and he says, "How does he know my name? And who exactly are you?" So, yeah, this is where the rumor comes in or the theory that Dabi is Toya, because I think Hawks is like 23-ish right now, and there's another theory. There's a whole lot of theories that I think it's Fukumi is the oldest sister of Todoroki, and there's a theory that Toya and Fukumi are twins, and so if that's the case, I think Fukumi, and hopefully I'm saying the right name, but she is about 23, given some information that they gave us in the manga. I'll put a link in the description of who made this information, but basically saying that she's 23. So if the theory of her and Toya being twins is true, then that would mean Dabi's the same age as Hawks. Now again, what does that mean? Nothing really, because Dabi, I don't think he went to school after he died. And I can't remember how old he was when he died. He might have, though. Oh no, he did. Duh. Well, whenever he died, he might have known Hawks at the time he was in school, and that's why he knows his real name. So interesting stuff. Yeah, look at this guy's post, and he talks a little bit. He goes into other theories, but that's one theory that gives more evidence that Toya is Dabi, among other ones that we've seen in the manga. But anyway, so that's one thing. Second thing, the title of this chapter is Happy Life. So this has to do with Twice. And oh my gosh. So first of all, we have Hawks, who basically he kills Twice. Like, he hits, I don't know if it's a sword, if it's his feather, but he hits him off the balcony and he falls to his death. But not before making one more clone to save Compress and to save Toga. And I think he kills a hero to do so, like, because they're like entrapped, or they're about to be done for, and then you see freaking Twice come from behind with a knife and stab him. And I don't know if he's dead or not. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but it's not made entirely sure. And then you see his clone basically rotting away, and Twice dying. And his last words were, because Hawks was saying, like, you had a string of bad luck, and all this other stuff, and he says, you know, I had a really blessed life. I had all these friends. Who are you to say that my life was filled with bad luck? He was happy to be there, and he was as happy as he could be. So it's really interesting because this dynamic, Twice is probably the most, he's the most, let's see here, I would say human character of the League of Villains, because all of them, even though they've had, you know, this tragic backstories or something where they were an outcast, you have Twice, who also did, you know, bad things, but he has always had, you know, this fear if he was his real self or if he was a clone. And, you know, he finally got over that fear, and he's able to have friends. And I don't think he was actually really, really bad. He wasn't like a villain like Shigaraki is, or have these menacing tendencies like Toga does, or have some sort of strange perspective on how heroes should be like a spinner. No, he was just I think he wanted friendship. He wanted some sort of community that would elevate him, that would sustain him, and that was the League of Villains. And so it's sad to see that he is dead, because he was such a compelling character. I actually really, really like Twice. He's really funny in the anime. He's funny in the manga, and it's sad that he had to die. And Hawks had to use him because I think Hawks knew that this person isn't really that bad, and that's why I don't think he really wanted to kill him. I think he just wanted to take him, be like, hey, you know what, you can live. I don't want to kill you. You've been actually really good, but Hawks had to do what he had to do. And it's sad, but R.I.P. Twice, you've been good. What's gonna happen now? That's the question. Where are they gonna go from? Is Toga gonna try and extract revenge? What's gonna happen with Dabi and Hawks? Because they're still fighting, and Hawks has all of his wings, or not his wings, his feathers. I think they're all burned, so he really can't do much. Somehow he did his little, I don't know, there was a blast from Dabi, then got around and flanked him from behind. It was crazy. So freaking Hawks is super speedy, super strong, and super smart. I really just can't wait to see what happens. We might keep going where they focus on the league, or they might go to another part of one of the teams to see what they're up to now, because it looks like Toga and Compress are heading to the basement, and they might not want to encounter or to face off against anyone. So they might go back to Deku, or they might go to Bakugo. We'll see. But yeah, fantastic chapter. This arc is getting crazy. I hope Hawks lives. I hope they don't kill him off, because he is also really cool. So yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter. Let me know your theories of what's going to happen next. Leave it down in the description, in the comment section below. And yeah, thanks for listening and watching. This is David the Smash Fan from Chibino Podcast, and I'm out.